What's going on, everybody? On YouTube, Steve here with Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com. Come back to you with another video from, of course, the parking lot of LA Fitness. Getting ready to go into the gym, hit some back and biceps today. Been really loving working out and getting into this new habit. Been feeling great. Want to talk to you guys about garage sales. A lot of people, they go thrifting, right? Maybe they hit flea markets, they do some pawn shops, but they don't really mess with garage sales. And I want to talk about kind of how to prepare for garage sales to be able to yield the most money from it, to get the best results from garage sales. So one thing that I recommend for everybody, if you're new to garage sales, is download the app Yard Sale Treasure Map or G-Sailor, G-S-A-L-R. Those are two apps that are going to help you to locate garage sales, and it's going to make it a lot easier. And pretty much what these apps do is they pull information off of Craigslist, off of other websites, yard sale websites, and it aggregates it in one location. So you have all that information in one place, and it comes right to your phone. So that's really important, because you could actually use your GPS on your phone if you have a smartphone. It'll show you where you are in the map and all the garage sales that are in your area. So you can kind of just bang them out in line. Another tip for you guys is the night before, if you can, go through Craigslist or any other website that you use to locate garage sales. I use Craigslist. And take a look at what the garage sales are selling, because you're gonna have to figure out where you're gonna start. What point in the town are you gonna start? You're gonna start in the southern portion, the northern portion, the east, the west. Where in town are you gonna start? Because that's gonna be your starting point, and you're gonna have your golden opportunity. As Bonafide Hustler always says, between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. It may differ depending on where you live. You're gonna have that golden hour to make the most money, to beat out the other resellers, to get items before anyone else gets them. So you need to properly position yourself. So the night before, go on Craigslist and kind of get a feel for, okay, maybe, I want to start over here because there's some bikes, there's some video games, or maybe I want to start over there because there's a whole bunch of clothing and I'm trying to build up my clothing business, and I see a bunch of Ralph Lauren, I see some Italian high-end brands. So that's really important. Also, another tip for you guys to make a killing with garage sales, and this is something that a lot of people don't do, is make offers a couple days before or the night before the garage sale and say, hey, I see that you have this specialized road bike. Would you take 50 for it? I could pick it up tonight. And believe it or not, a lot of people will actually accept that, and they'll take that deal. I mean, you throw cash in somebody's face, it's hard to resist. So that's something that could definitely help you out as well. I love garage sales. I can't say it enough. Garage sales, if you're brand spanking new to reselling and you don't have a lot of money, maybe you have like $500 in your bank account. Maybe you're working full-time, you're hand to mouth, you're paying all your bills, you don't have a lot of money to spare. Garage sales are great because you could buy items at dirt cheap prices. I'm talking about picking up clothing items for a quarter, books for a dime at times, picking up electronics for, 5 cents on the dollar. It's ridiculous. You can get crazy, crazy deals at garage sales. So depending on where you live, of course, you're going to have more or less garage sales. Here, I'm in Connecticut, and the garage sale is going to be coming to an end soon, unfortunately. It's sad. I got to wipe away the tears. If you live in California or Florida or Texas, you're going to have a lot more garage sales throughout the year. But definitely start going to garage sales. I can't say it enough. It's a great way to be able to accumulate inventory. It's a great way to be able to get inventory on the cheap, and it's also a great way to be able to minimize your risk when you're first getting started, because when you first get started reselling, whether you're on eBay or Amazon or Craigslist, you're going to make mistakes, bottom line. And the people who are most successful on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, they've made the most mistakes, but they've survived. They've gotten through to the other side, and you've got to get through that point. You've got to make the mistakes. And the biggest mistake a lot of people make is they get started in reselling and they jump right into private label, or right into wholesale, or right into retail arbitrage, or right into pawn shops, which, some people can make it happen if they're very talented or they have past experience dealing with e-commerce or products or anything to do with making money online. But for the average person, you're going to want to minimize the risk as much as possible. Another tip I have for you guys with garage sales is make sure the night before, get cash ready. Get cash ready in your wallet. Have cash ready, all different types of money, from dollar bills to 5s to 10s to 20s, even change. Yes, even change, because a lot of times they'll ask, you know, the other day I was at a garage sale and I bought this this handbag. It was this old school, what's the brand? Roos, R-O-O-S. It's got the kangaroo on it. It was an old school handbag from back in the day, like a gym bag, super colorful. And I was like, how much do you want for that? And he's like, actually it was a she's like 25 cents. And I was like, I only have $1 on me. And thank God Mama Profits jumped out with the quarter. You could always count on your mom to give you a quarter. But have change on you. It's important. And also keep your change in different pockets. Don't have like all your 20s and 10s and 5s in one pocket, because when you make an offer and they accept it for $5 and you pull out a wad of cash of like $300, they're gonna be like, holy mackerel. There might be some remorse there. So keep your cash in different pockets. Maybe have your right hand pocket like your small bills, and then in your left hand pocket your big bills. That's really important. Also, another tip is move with a purpose. Don't get into these long-winded conversations with people, because one thing I've realized about garage sales is the people running them, most of the time, if they're not a reseller, if they're just an average person, they're having a good time. You know, they're sitting back on lawn chairs, they're collecting money, they're chit-chatting, they're having fun, and that's a good thing. But I've noticed a lot of people, especially the older folks, they like to get into these long-winded conversations. And when it's 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you're literally pulling money out of your pocket by sitting there having these long conversations. Now, don't be rude, disrespectful, but be short. Be very short, because time is money. You want to hit as many garage sales as possible. And over here, the garage sales don't really start until about 8 o'clock, sometimes earlier, but 8 to 9 is the golden hour. Even up to 10 is like super, super profitable. I'm not messing around during that time. I don't want to be wasting time with long-winded conversations, stopping at the ATM. Here's another tip. Make sure that your car's organized. My car's a little dirty right now, but when I'm going out garage selling, I like to have boxes and bins ready. So I'll have boxes in my back seat, boxes on the floor, so I can put my small little items in the box, and the big items I'll have room to lay out. Clean out your trunk, clean out your car, keep things organized, because that's just time you're gonna waste trying to make room for different items. If you're buying and selling bikes, get a bike rack. Got to take my own advice on that one. Just be prepared. Be prepared. It's super, super important. Another tip for you as well, to be more efficient, to make more money during that peak golden hour time garage selling, is have a snack. Have water with you. Have a little snack. Have some fruit. Keep yourself going. You don't want to be stopping to get breakfast. You don't want to be stopping to get a coffee, which is fine if you want to do it. But be prepared. Have that ready. Also, another thing I want to say is have a backup plan. There's going to be times where garage sales just don't work. You know, there's been plenty of times where I go out and I'm like, there's just nothing to be had here. There's just no money to be made. Maybe, you know, maybe there's only a couple garage sales. I go to garage sale after garage sale and it's not there. It was the wrong address. It happens. Have a backup plan. So there's times where, you know, garage sales aren't working for me. I'll hit thrift stores, right? I'll hit pawn shops if they're open that day or if they're in the area. I'll hit some clearance retail at some retail stores, some Walmarts, Targets, big box stores. Have a backup plan. That's very, very important. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're brand new to reselling, garage sales are a great way to make money. If you're intermediate or advanced, it's another way to accumulate profitable and cheap inventory with big margins to be able to make money in your business. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. It really helps out a lot. Leave a detailed comment below as well. Let me know, what do you think about garage sales? Do you have any tips for the people? You know, how many garage sales do you hit in a day? When you go garage selling, I want to know, what's the most amount of garage sales you could hit within a 2-3 hour period? Be curious to hear. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you watching, liking, commenting. If you're not already, subscribe to this video, because I put out daily videos, and there's about 900 videos on my channel. So check them out. Have a good day. But until next time, keep on picking and making money, and I'll see you in the next video.